Hey guys, so we have a really special guest here today. My boy Kida the Great.
Hey.
Probably saw him on So You Think You Can Dance season 13. And he pretty much goes viral every 5 minutes on Instagram with his 2.8 million followers. Kida.
What's good, fam?
Thanks for coming, bro. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, so our relationship's interesting. You know,
It is.
It was almost like a manifestation, bro, because I saw your clips on Instagram, and when I really started to go down that rabbit hole of who Kida the Great was, as a producer and a talent manager, I was like, I have to work with this guy. He's so insane.
Yeah,
and then it was like a month after that, where we were at the NBA All-Star event. There was a few parties and things going on, and I look over at the red carpet, and who do I see? Kida the Great.
Hey.
So that was a really cool moment for me. So I didn't waste a second.
Oh yeah.
I went right over there, started talking to you, and we have some mutual friends in Le'Veon Bell and a few of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
Steeler Nation. What's
up?
It's
only right.
Steeler Nation all day.
Hey.
Anyway, so we got information, and then the conversation started. And then it was like 2-3 months later, I was producing the National Dance Day video,
I
and my man Benjamin Farren was directing, and I didn't know you were coming. So
I didn't know I was coming either until the day before.
It was like super last minute. But when you walked in the door, I was like, man, here we go.
It was meant to be.
Now shout out to Nelson Diaz. What's up, bro? So we shot that video, and then you and I were talking during the downtimes. And I was like, bro, have you ever been to Heinz Field?
And when you asked me that, bro, I was like, there's no way you're going to fly me out to a game. So I was like, there's no way, because I've never been before. So I was like, if he fly me out to a Steeler game, I'm going to cry. And you did it, and I was like, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
So here was my thing. When you go on his Instagram, you see how big of a Steeler fan this guy actually is, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And for him not to be able to go or haven't been to Heinz Field, that killed me as part of the Steeler Nation. So I was like, I have to find a way to get this guy to a game. So it wasn't but like a month after that when I called you, and we had got things in a row.
Right.
And then real quick after that, like a month later, we were on a plane going to Pittsburgh.
We was going to Pittsburgh, bro. That
trip was crazy.
That was probably the best experience in a while. A Steeler game, and I've never been. Like I said, I've never been. I've been a fan for years, and bro, that was like once in a lifetime. Crazy.
It was special from top to bottom because the second we got off the plane, I had some ducks in a row, and we went and I introduced you to Heinz Ward.
The GOAT.
Heinz Ward. Shout out to Heinz. But that was just immediate. You get off the plane like 15 minutes later. We're in like the bar area, and you meet Heinz Ward.
Man, and the thing is, you didn't even tell me who I was gonna meet. I was like, okay.
I'm all about surprises.
Where am I going? I'm like, okay, where we about to go? And then he's just sitting down right there. I'm like, is this Heinz Ward? I was like, bro, it's already starting off good, first of all. And then on top of that, I'm about to go to the game. So it was like the whole trip from top to bottom was just crazy overall.
And then that night, was it that night or the next day where we were staying at the team hotel. So all the guys were there. So we were kind of hanging out in the lobby, just kind of chatting with the guys.
Right.
And then the next day, it was game day.
Game day.
So we went out there, and we had Ryan Shazier, Shaleev.
Yep.
We love you, bro. Keep fighting.
Shout out to you. Praying for you.
Yeah, you whooped his ass in Madden.
You know what? Hold on, wait a minute. we ain't gonna air this out on camera. Hold on. That don't count, Shazier, because look. You got an Xbox, I got a PS4.
Bro,
so it's like
he threw like 12 interceptions in that game.
But it was like mid-play, I kept looking down at the stick like, okay, is this X? And I passed it, but it would be the wrong person. So it was like, I'm gonna get you back on the PS4 this time. On the PS4, it's good. I'm gonna let you slide one time.
Oh my goodness, that was so funny though, because he was talking so much junk. But that was great. So we went over to Ryan's house. We're hanging out with him for a little bit. That was just super cool to see you guys interacting because he's a big fan.
Oh yeah.
And then we went to the game. And
went to the game.
we're up in Ryan's box, which was incredible.
Crazy.
Shout out to him and Michelle. We appreciate you guys. And unfortunately, the outcome wasn't great. Yeah. But Baltimore gets lucky occasionally.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
So but yeah, ever since that, we've just kind of been keeping in touch, man. I love you to death. You're like a little brother.
Thank you, bro.
So,
Appreciate you.
You know, thanks for coming out here, bro.
My guy right here.
I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, already know.
I want to talk about how you got into dance, because I know it wasn't like a traditional, like you were trained and you went to school, like most everybody does, right? I think it's safe to say that you were gifted. Oh yeah. You know, and just
it was pretty crazy.
Born to do this.
Yeah. Well, it really all started from, because like I said, we didn't have like a big background in dance, like especially growing up, because like my mom, she did Tahitian and tap when she was younger, but like it wasn't like she was like, it wasn't her thing or her life, like I want to be a dancer. So it was like, we kind of didn't have a background. So when I was younger, my oldest brother, who's Shaheem Sanchez, he's a deaf dancer, and it's kind of hard for him to hear the beat like while he dances. So it's like, I was I think 4, I had a pacifier in my mouth, I was just sitting on the couch just watching him like, okay. I'm just like absorbing everything he's doing, and it's like me being younger, it was kind of harder for me because he wasn't able to hear. So I was like, okay, how am I going to be able to communicate? But I think that's what made like my musicality so much better, because not everyone can be able to not hear and teach someone else. So I think that's what made like my musicality level like crazy. But like I said, it all started when I was 4 years old. My oldest brother taught me how to dance. Yeah, 4 years old. Oldest brother taught me how to dance. It was crazy because my very first thing that I knew like I was really gonna be a dancer was when we were in the grocery store. It's kind of funny story. We were in the grocery store, just in the aisle, just dancing. Like I was like 6, like 5, 6. We're in the aisle just dancing in the kitchen. I mean, in the grocery store, and out of nowhere, like some lady named Miss Tamara came up to us and was like, "Are these your kids?" To my mom. She was like, "Yeah, these are my kids." And from that point on, I took my first dance class at 6 years old. My first performance was at 6 years old. I remember my first performance, it was at a parade. It was like 103 degrees. I was 6, and I was like nonstop moving while dancing. It's like a parade, so you have to just keep moving. Bro, from that point on, like I knew like there's no way I'm not gonna be a dancer. Yeah. Like it always like,
so that was the moment.
It was around me. Oh yeah, it was. That was the moment where I knew, because like who would dance in 100 degrees at 6 years old and not know what's going on at the same time? So I was like, okay, this is where it's at, and I just knew, because I had my brothers around me. Also, my sister dances, and she was also one of my influences who taught me also. So it's like dancing has been around me since 4 years old. So it was like I knew this was gonna happen. And, and man, it just, from there, the rest was history. It just took off, bro.
So we all know you were on So You Think You Can Dance.
So You Think.
Next Generation, right?
Next Generation.
That was season 13.
Yes.
So at what point prior to that did you decide, I'm gonna go out for the biggest dance competition in the world?
It was kind of crazy, because my mom told me about this event, because I knew about the show already. I knew about the show. Everyone knows about the show. But she was like, Kida, they're coming out with like a kid's version. And I'm like, oh mom, you know what that means? Like I gotta go audition. Like it's only right, because it's always been adults every season. So it's like I have to prove that kids can do anything. You know what I mean?
And that's what you said on stage.
I said that on stage, and I was running with it each week. And I was like, I have to prove, because it's just, I feel like a lot of people say, oh, Kida, you dance like a grown man, you're this and this. So I'm like, I have to prove it, because it's only right. So when she told me about the show, I was like, okay, this is my chance, this is my shot, I have to do it. Man, I went and auditioned.
He was 13, by the way.
I was 13 years old.
This started.
13 years old, bro. I'm like shaking, I'm nervous. It's my first time on a dance show competing, so it's a lot of nerves going on. I was like, how am I gonna get through this? Because you have to literally, you have to literally do every dance style in the book. So I'm like, I don't do every dance style. I'm only like hip hop. You know, I do what I know how to do. You know what I mean? So
and you chose your coach, Fiction.
Yes. Shout out to Fiction. Shout out to Fiction.
Fiction. That honestly was like the dynamic duo, man.
That
was crazy.
That's what everyone said. I feel like we match and we kind of act the same. Like it's kind of crazy.
So who else? There was one other judge that was trying to get you.
Joshua Allen.
Yeah. So that guy had more of a traditional multi-style kind of background, right?
Yeah.
So, because that was one thing he was trying to tell you, which was like, I'm gonna get you covered across the board.
Exactly.
And Fiction was then like, No, I got you.
Yes, and it was crazy because I was already a fan of fiction, so I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna pass up on fiction. Like, there's no way because I'm already a fan." So
that was meant to be that team.
Facts. So it was like, man, when it happened, I just had to go with fiction. We kind of matched the same style, you know what I mean, and we worked together so good. So
what was the age difference between the two of you?
Fiction's 23.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
24. It's one of those. But it was a large margin a little bit. So but yeah, man, we just worked so good together, man. It was like a crazy experience. I feel like without him, I wouldn't have won the show because he was literally like guiding me every week. Like, bro, I know you're a hip hop dancer, but you're gonna go out here and you're gonna do contemporary, you're gonna do jazz, you're gonna do paso doble. And the crazy thing is, he went on the show without knowing any other styles and won as well as a hip hop dancer. So it was kind of like he was living it again. Yeah. So it was just, bro, it just worked out perfectly, bro. Yeah. It was pretty crazy, bro. It was crazy.
So all that pressure. You're 13 years old.
13.
Okay? I don't know about you, but when I was 13, I was not performing on the biggest competition for dance. It's probably on Super Nintendo or something like that.
Hey, it's like that sometimes.
No, but but as a 13-year-old, you have to like mature quickly.
Oh no, that's
because
for sure.
Especially entering the entertainment industry, that's like a whole nother bag, bro.
And I think with that is family because your family is who keeps you on track.
Oh, for sure.
Like definitely because if I didn't have my mom and my dad with me and my sisters and brothers, I would have already been like going crazy, like spinning out of control right now. So I feel like
I gotta take a second. Tanisha, I gotta give you some serious props. You're an incredible mother to this very, very big family, and they're very lucky to have you and your support. So credit to you.
Shout out to my Dukes that way.
So
yeah, bro. Like, man, I felt like just each week, like it was really my family that like really helped me also through like even the show, even the So You Think You Can Dance. They helped me. They guided me through it. And like I said, without them, I would have been already like out of control. So they make sure they tell me like you not nobody. You still come back home, got to do your homework, got to clean your room. So it's like, you feel me? I feel like family, my mom, everybody.
They kept you grounded.
They kept me grounded. You feel me? They kept me humble. So I feel like that also plays a big part, especially with the industry because shoot, and I'm also 16. So it's like, it's easy to like just get big headed and get cocky and it's not even, my head isn't even there right now. Like I'm definitely on track, focused. Yeah. So yeah, man.
And I respect you a lot for that, bro.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people come out here and they just kind of go AWOL.
Oh yeah,
from an ego standpoint, and especially people who, like you said, you're not anybody. You haven't done anything.
Grandma, auntie, they all tell me.
Where's the ego, right? So I give you props for that because that should not be overlooked.
Facts.
Because a lot of people just destroy their careers because of themselves.
Right, exactly.
So
facts.
Props to you for that.
Thank you, bro.
But so now you're 16.
16.
You've danced with Usher,
Chris Brown, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar,
Are you
Ariana
hearing these
Grande,
names? Crazy.
Will Smith. It's a line. It's a long line.
Blessed.
Blessed. Definitely blessed.
But that's incredible. So like, for your career, like what's next? You know, what are you trying to work on, get better at? Is it a specific style? Is it trying something totally new?
Oh yeah.
Like what's that look like?
That's a good question because people always ask me like all the time like when are you gonna because I feel like I've been dancing for so long. It's like that's my natural habitat, and I feel like I've already conquered like that that dance.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. So people ask me all the time like, what are you gonna do next? I'm like, maybe I'll just obviously dance is gonna be my background, but even like acting or like even hosting because I'm trying to get into like that hosting.
I could see.
You know what I mean? So like that might be the new step as well. But right now, I'm just going with the flow, bro. I don't even know what's next. Like whatever happens. And yeah, man, it's
So the other thing too I want to talk about is a lot of people have the misconception that, you know, people who are successful are just lucky. Right? Or you know, they're just gifted, right?
Right.
But luck and talent is very much a part of it.
Oh, yeah, and hard work.
But the hard work is what really sets it apart. Bro. So give us like a peek behind the curtain of like how much time you're putting in.
Bro.
You know, like what's that? Because anybody who follows you on social media sees you're always in the kitchen.
Exactly.
And it's not cooking.
Oh yeah.
You're dancing,
It's
bro.
cooking with a dance.
Yeah.
Nah, but no, but that's what's crazy because I even have friends tell me like, or even fans like on Instagram, they DM me and say, how do I get as successful as you? Like, what did you have to do? And it's like, wait, people even say, why is it taking me so long?
Yeah.
Bro, like really? It's just faith, man. You have to, I literally pray every day. Like, you gotta just keep going. You gotta just put the work in. You gotta really push yourself because even when you feel like, oh, it's not gonna happen, it will. Because when I was 4 years old or 8 or 7, I wouldn't even have thought I would be dancing with Chris Brown or Usher or you know what I mean? So it's like, you have to just keep believing in yourself because really anything is possible.
Yeah.
And even when you said the hard work, I literally dance every day. Like every day.
And it's
when
probably
I'm at home,
hours on end too.
Hours, bro. Like when I'm at home, I even have homework to do. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have to find ways to do that and also fit in like a whole dance schedule just at home and make videos in my kitchen. And it's like, bro, I literally work at my house too. You know what I mean?
That's
so
great.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like, you got to just work for it. Because people tell me all the time, like, how do I get like you? I don't know. You got to just work, bro. I can't say like, oh, you have to. I don't want to tell you how I did it because not everyone's the same. So
yeah.
Just keep working, man. Because I know like anything is possible. Like I said, anything is possible, and you can achieve anything you put your mind to.
Look, they say 10 years.
10 years?
That's like a good.
That's kind of
good range because you started at 4, bro.
I did, bro.
Okay, so 10 years would be you winning, so you think you can dance, right?
Yes.
Now it's not 10 years for everybody, but the overnight success is a myth. That's not real. You might blow up and get lucky with a viral video or something, but those are really random.
Exactly.
So it takes that hard work and the consistency that you put in, which is why you're one of the best dancers on the planet.
I don't know if I'm the best dancer on the planet. I don't know what he's talking about, but I appreciate that. But yeah, man, you gotta just work for it. Like I said, like the overnight success, you might have Jesus over your head saying, "Oh, go ahead," and I'd never heard of that before. Like, you gotta just put the work in, and over time, your time will come. Like I said, and you have to. You can't keep looking at everyone and saying like, "Oh, when is my time going to come?" Because your time is on God's time. Like whenever He wants you to do something or to put yourself out there, that's when the time's going to happen. So
you just have to be ready.
You got to be ready for that
moment.
Exactly. You got to be ready for it, and make sure you're ready for it. If you guys are saying, "How can I be successful?" You guys have to make sure you guys are ready for it because you guys will be working nonstop. And you guys sort of asked for this life, so you guys have to be ready and prepared for it.
Preparation's key because if you're fully prepared,
Facts.
You can't be nervous.
Facts. And that's one of what's crazy. I still get nervous to this day. Like I'm nervous for this interview. Like it's crazy.
I think that's just excitement, though.
It's excitement. I turn the nervousness into excitement.
Yeah.
Over time, you know what I mean? So it's like nervous is, I guess, a regular thing for anybody. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I give you a lot of props, man.
Thank you, bro.
It's like I said, you're 16 years old and you've done so much already. Mm-hmm. So for this next chapter of your career at a very young age, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you end up doing, bro.
Thank you. I am too. I'm scared. We'll see though.
That's good though. You know, if you weren't scared, I'd be a little worried for you.
Oh
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh definitely.
What are 3 keys to happiness in a career in general?
3 keys to happiness?
Yeah, what are your 3 keys to happiness for your career? For anyone. Think broad. Like, for anyone, what are 3 keys to achieve happiness in your career?
3 keys to achieve happiness. That is a good question. God. 3 keys to achieve happiness. The main key for me, which like plays a big part in my career is my family, like I said, because bro, family is everything. If you don't have your family in your corner, especially me at a young age, like I need, you know what I mean? Like it's just, I needed my mom, I needed my dad, I needed my brothers and sisters to guide me and make sure that I'm not getting into any outside craziness because they were the ones that kept me grounded in where I'm at now. You know what I mean? So
you
I feel
needed
like,
good people around you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the main key for me. My family is number one. Number two, dang, really just God, because it's pretty crazy because my grandmother's a pastor, so
Yeah.
so we have like a connection with all of that and stuff. So like even like praying goes a long way. Like we grew up in the church, so
Yeah.
it was like it's praying goes a long way. Making sure that even before you eat, before you go to sleep, that's a big key that can also help someone with their success. I feel like that helped me a lot. Like when I was in the worst time, I was like, oh Lord, just please just watch over me, my family, because we went through some hard times as well. So it was like, it was really just praying every day, man, and knowing that we can get through this, especially with my family, because they were the ones that kept us strong through the tragic. You know what I mean? So those are my two keys. I don't think I have a third one. It's kind of hard. Dang, I don't know. That was a good question, though. You caught me on guard a little bit. So
We'll take two keys. We'll take two keys.
two keys. That's
on.
my two keys.
So a big part about this show too is talking about your personal life. You know, a lot of people know who Kida the Great is on Instagram, killing it, who he is as a professional. But your career, your life has not been all rainbows and unicorns.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
No one's really is, you know, but people don't really think about that. So
Right.
for you lost your dad at a young age. He got sick with the flu and passed away.
Yep.
And I'm blessed to have both my parents right now, and Lord knows I'm going to need serious help when both go, one goes, you know. So how did you guys get through that, man? Dang. Because you're what 12, 13 when your dad passed?
12 at the time. I was 12 at the time. What got us through it was, dang, that's a good question, because I really feel like it was so many of us, because like I have 6 other siblings. What got us through it was staying together. Because not everyone could take that the same.
Yeah.
So when it first happened, I was like, I just don't want to be here no more. Like, how? You know what I mean? Like, why us? That was my first thought. Like, why did this have to happen to me? You know what I mean? So, really was just, like I said, I keep saying it, but my family, like that is what got us through, because we were always praying together, knowing that there's gonna be better days, and we knew that he was in a better place. You know what I mean? So
and you guys had each other too.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. We, like I said, we're with each other every day.
Yeah.
So it's like we're never away from each other. You know what I mean? So it was really hard going through that. But like I said, I'm here today. I know he's proud of us. He's happy for us.
He's absolutely proud of you, bro.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, man, it was crazy. I don't know. It was really just family helping us, praying together. We were always together, so that's what kind of helped me push forward, and knowing that he was watching over us every day.
Yeah, and I respect the whole like family and relationships being like a big part of your success, because that's all I talk about, man. Like, you know, I'm very lucky to have you in my corner as a friend, Ben behind the camera, Kyle, people like that who I just like, I wouldn't be where I am without them, you know? And I think there's a lot of misconception on success in regards to people think, oh, I got here on my own.
Right.
That's a load of BS.
Oh yeah, facts.
That's just not how this works. So, you know, the family thing's super important to me, and I respect you for that.
Thank you, bro.
Because a lot of people kind of overlook that until it's too late, you know, because you really don't know when you're going to have that or not have it. So, but, you know, and then a lot of issues right now in the world, you know, depression, confidence, anxiety, you know, I'm sure those are some things that you had to kind of overcome yourself growing up.
Oh yeah, even like when that happened, like when my dad passed away, I was like, like I said, I didn't want to be here anymore. I was like, how am I gonna get through this? I just like sort of like stopped talking to everybody. Like, bro, you don't even understand. It was crazy. It was crazy, but like I said, just knowing that I have my family in my corner with me, like the whole entire way, and like I even have a younger sister who also had to go through that. You know what I mean? So it was crazy for all of us. It was like we wanted him to see our growth. We wanted him to see, you know what I mean? So but I could definitely say it helped me become stronger.
Oh, of course.
Definitely, because, man, it was crazy, bro. But we're all stronger. We all knew that stuff like this happens, but we got through it. We got through it. We know that he's with us with everything we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing. Even if he passed away, we know that that's what God wanted to happen. You know what I mean? Not wanted to happen, but that's what was, you know what I mean? So we know he's definitely in a better place. It made us stronger, and we're gonna continue to do everything for him from now on. So yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
I think, so the one thing I want to ask you now is, like, for the people out there who are struggling, with depression or confidence, or, trying to overcome that anxiety with situations, what's some advice like that you would, give those people who are going to watch this and, Kida the Great, what's your kind of advice?
You gotta just keep your head up, man, because there's gonna be better days ahead. You know what I mean? And like I said, praying goes a long way. So if you don't have a connection like with God or anything, I just feel like you have to have some kind of connection and you know what I mean? But like I said, if you guys are ever down, like in like you said, anxiety, or don't have any confidence in yourself, you have to have some kind of like support. Yeah. You have to, like, even support goes a long way. If you have even friends, friends, because you might have a close friend or a best friend who's like always with you 24/7, or you have to have some kind of support to uplift you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have like friends that treat me like I'm family. You know what I mean? Like it goes a long way. You need support to kind of build your confidence, or even if you feel like, oh, I'm not like the best, or I'm not. Your friends will tell you, like, bro, stop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even your own friends will tell you that, like, bro, just know, you know what I mean? So I feel like you need some kind of support to kind of match that. So, yeah, man, like I said, even family, I keep saying it, but family, and like, I know a lot of people don't have, like, a lot of family, like, in their corner, but
friends can fall in that category.
Friends, exactly. Friends play a big part, which is 100%. Not 100%, but like that could even go a long way with family. You know what I mean? So that kind of matches up with it. But yeah, man, you need some kind of support. Just believe in yourself. Just know that you're gonna make it. Just know that there's always gonna be better days ahead. And yeah.
At the end of the day, I mean, they always say, like, we've all had bad days, and we're here, right?
Right, exactly.
So you made it. Keep going. Just keep pushing through.
Sure, keep pushing. Right? Keep praying, keep planning, and keep pushing.
And that was what?
That was my dad's quotes. That he was like a note he left in his coat pocket when he passed away. We took his clothes and found that in his coat pocket, and we run with that all the time. It was crazy. It was
Say that one more time. What is it?
Keep planning. Wait, no. Look, I messed it up. Keep praying, keep praying, keep planning, and keep pushing. That's the motto.
There you have it.
That way.
My man, Kida the Great.
My guy.
Appreciate you,
Thank you, bro.
We're gonna go into some fan questions now.
Lit. Oh yeah, let's get it.
So let's get in that.
Ooh, let me get hype again. Hype.
My man. First question from Steele 18, aka Chad Steele, who you met in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
my boy
that's,
Chad.
Oh, what's good, bro? What's good?
So he said, "What's up?" And he said, "Are you ready to book your tickets to Pittsburgh for the Steelers in the playoffs?"
Bro. I can just keep saying this, bro. I'm booking those yesterday. I'm ready. It's that time.
It's that time. It's right. It's playoff time.
Steeler Nation, baby.
Big game this week.
Big game. Oh, big game this week. Big
we gotta
game.
end strong.
Big game. And look, I don't know. It's just me. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like we're gonna beat them too.
I hope.
Is it just me?
I hope so.
Is it just me? Because
we need to take that huge win that we got on the Patriots.
We got to win out. Nobody. I mean, everybody counted us out.
Yep, that's right.
Everybody counted us out. And look what happened. I'm about to get out my chair. I'm excited. Look what happened. Come on.
Look what happened is right. We're back, baby. The next question.
Okay.
From Charmian_Lee.
Lit.
Okay.
Yep.
What are the ups and downs with having a dance career? And she said, mad respect.
Hey, appreciate you. Shout out to you. The ups and downs. I'll start with the downs first. Really, as a dancer, you have to be able to accept being said no to, because, like I said, we go on auditions every day. Like when you just like on a grind consistently, you just want to work, and that comes with auditions and late practices and all of that. But like even me, I've been told, oh, okay, we're not gonna have you for this job. We're hopeful to see you at the next one. So it's like being a dancer, you're gonna be said no to a lot. So you have to just know how to take it, run with it, and kind of just learn from it. You know what I mean? Because it's hard. It's hard. You might think about giving up, like, oh, I'm not good enough, but you might just be good enough. That probably just wasn't the job for you. You know what I mean? So really just keep pushing yourselves, and just know that critiques are also good for you. Any critiques, any constructive criticism, those play a long way in anyone's dance career, if you're successful or not. So those are the downs. The ups, I feel like the ups for me are really the outcome of everything. Like this is, I feel like also being said no to pushed me a lot, because from those points, my ups are Chris Brown. I already ran it down to you guys, so you guys already know, but I've been in plenty of music videos, a lot of shows, a lot of award shows, so it's like, once you've accomplished everything you wanted to, it's like, this is the outcome. I knew I could do it, you know what I mean? So even those no's pushed you to go harder to where you just did all of these jobs, and it's like, so it worked, you know what I mean? So those are definitely the ups for me. So yeah,
hey,
that way. I feel like I'm talking a lot.
No, that was great, man. That was really good. That was really good.
Thank you.
From California 24, who is your all-time favorite
Steeler? I knew it. All time. God.
I think I know the answer to this, but go ahead.
That's crazy. That's a good question. It's so. I got two. First one, Antonio Brown.
AB. Shout out to AB.
Shout out to Antonio Brown, the GOAT, the greatest receiver. When it's all said and done, he's not even done yet. He's still playing right now. Shout out to AB. Number two, Le'Veon Bell. I'm sorry. He's just different. Le'Veon Bell, if you're watching this, just know you the GOAT. You the best. I know it's not looking too pretty right now, but just know you the best. Just know you the GOAT. Just know you the greatest. All right? 2-6 for life. Juice. The GOAT.
Juice
the greatest. That way. Shout out to Le'Veon and AB.
Appreciate all you did.
Oh, yeah.
For the Steeler Nation.
And look, hey, I don't think it's over yet.
Anyway, moving on. Jake Sadler, 99.
Okay.
Who do you look up to the most for inspiration?
That's a good question. Who do I look up to the most? A long time ago, I feel like I used to watch a lot of dancers like on YouTube like all the time. Like as I got older, I just kind of stopped for some reason. I don't know why. It just kind of like grew on me a little bit. So, but right now, I would say my brother Shaheem.
If you haven't seen Shaheem dance, check him out. This guy, like he said, he's deaf.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, the most incredible, just
it's just instant inspiration.
It's crazy.
Like you will instantly get inspired by him when you watch him. It's like, so he's my biggest inspiration. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Shout out to my big brother Shaheem. You lit. I'm gonna see you in like 2 minutes.
Hey.
So yeah, it's lit.
That's awesome, man.
Hey.
I appreciate you.
Brad!
Oh, man.
My guy, hey. Shout out to my guy right here.
Appreciate you.
It's lit.
Hey, Steeler Nation.
Steeler Nation, producing happiness.
Let's
you
go.
dig? That way.